Hello, today is 10/29 of 25, and I am here with a video of what I eat in a day on my keto journey. If you're new here, my name is Christy. I changed my diet to a high protein, moderate fat, low carb diet in April of 2024. We have had a health crisis going on in our family, which is why I haven't been recording. And I just spent a lot of time in the hospital. I wasn't in the hospital like for me, but for someone else. And so I wasn't working out like at all. I paced the hospital room, but that's really about all of the movement that I got in. And like my food wasn't great. I had a lot of like protein bars and beef sticks and some popcorn and I don't even remember what I did. I did go grab some food. Like I had Qdoba and I had like KFC. So not great, but you do what you got to do, right? So we're home now. It's been a couple of days, and I am, kind of able to wrap my head around. Okay, what are we doing going forward? So I'm just trying to kind of like get back into my rhythm. I am hoping to go to the gym today, and I hope to do a arm and core workout, but we'll see what happens. It is currently 11:30 and I'm ready for my first meal of the day. So I have made myself some coffee. It is made with a half cup of whole milk, not Fairlife milk. It's regular whole milk. I did add a serving of whey isolate protein powder, a serving of collagen peptides, and a teaspoon of psyllium husk to bump up my fiber and just to help me feel fuller. And then I also have some eggs and pork carnitas. So the pork carnitas meat is from Park Street Deli. I get it at Aldi. It's very, very good. And then the eggs are 2 whole eggs and 2 egg whites, cooked in like a quarter teaspoon of butter. It is 2:15, and I am ready for my second meal of the day. I haven't gone to the gym yet. I'm still hoping to be able to go there tonight and do an arms workout, but I did do a core workout, just stabilization core, so not like strength training core. Here at home, I did dead bugs, plank hip dips, and hollow hold, and it was hard. So I'm glad that I did it. My core is definitely not used to doing that work again. And I rode my indoor bike for 70 minutes. It was a little tough at the beginning, but about halfway through, I was just fine until about the 65-minute mark. And then it was like, oh, my legs really feel this. So I'm glad that I was able to get that in. I am going to have something I haven't had before. So this is Gilbert's Craft Sausages. I'm pretty sure I got these at Hy-Vee. It's sweet pepper and onion chicken sausages. And I'm having them the way that I often will have like the chicken andouille sausages that I usually get. So I've got it with some on a wrap. So an egg life, garlic and herb wrap. And then I have some pickled red onions on there with it. So I did try it. I like the flavor of it. I don't like it as much in this form as I do the andouille sausage. I think the andouille sausage in this form is much better. However, like it tastes like it would be really good in like a sauce with some noodles. So that's probably how I'll make it next time is like just cut it into some slices with some sauce and like some like fettuccine konjac noodles or something like that. It is good. I just think I like it better in a different application. The flavor is nice. It does like it tastes like sweet pepper and onion, with a little like a touch of black pepper. Like you can definitely taste that kind of black pepper in there. It's not overwhelming, but like you can taste it in there. So I'm gonna have that, and I'm gonna have a donut from Conscious Comforts. This is a local bakery in my area that makes gluten-free, sugar-free donuts. This is blueberry lemon. I wanted to tell you on the sausages. So in one link, there are 100 calories with 5 grams of fat. one carb, and 12 protein. So the ratio of protein to calories is really, really nice. And it's not loaded with a bunch of fat, which I don't mind fat, but when I prioritize protein and then I'm getting all these calories from fat, like that can be a problem. So I am glad that I mean, that's why it is chicken, right? So that it's lower in the fat content. I can say too that there are a couple fewer carbs in this. So there's one carb in this, and in the andouille sausage, there are three carbs. Not like a huge deal, but if you were like really trying to stick to, some certain number of carbs, this would be like a better option for that. It is 5:15, and I am getting ready to make our dinner. I'm making a recipe that is new to me for coconut chicken tenders. I will leave a link to this recipe in the description below, although I am doubling it. The original recipe is for 3 servings. I'm making 6. So I've got some chicken that I have cut up here into some chicken tenders. I have 1 cup of flake coconut. So the original recipe calls for 2 cups, but I find that often when I have something that's like a breading, there's like way more breading left over than what I'm going to use. So I'm going to start with just half, which is 1 cup. And then if I need to add more, I can. There's no seasoning or anything in this, so it'll be really easy to just add a little more. And then I have my fork in my egg mixture. This is 4 large eggs that I have scrambled up. And I have my seasoning mix. So this is a half cup of coconut flour, a quarter teaspoon of ground black pepper, which the recipe actually calls for a half teaspoon, but I'm trying to kind of tone down the spice for my family. And then I've got 2 teaspoons of salt and a teaspoon of garlic powder. So I'll get those mixed together. And then I have a baking sheet that I have a rack on, and I've sprayed it with some olive oil just to help prevent any sticking from happening. And I will just do my dredge station here. So I need to get these in the right order. Chicken should not be in the middle. It goes first. All right, so I'll just take my chicken, roll it in my seasoned flour, and then dip it into my egg mixture and then into my coconut, and then just set it on my rack. And I will do this with all of my chicken. All right, I've got my chicken all coated. I did end up having to use all of the coconut that the recipe called for. I'm going to get this into my 400-degree oven for 25 minutes. My chicken fingers are done. They smell really, really good. I am going to have them with a little salad on the side, but let's test this recipe. Yeah, that's decent. I actually like it more than I thought that I would. It's got a really nice balance of flavor with the garlic and then the coconut. I kind of like that a lot. I wouldn't say it's like my favorite, but it's good. And like I can see us using it in a rotation as a family. With my chicken tenders, I also had some of this G. Hughes sugar-free yum yum sauce, only about a teaspoon of it, in 2 tablespoons. So I had a sixth of that. There's 120 calories with 13 grams of fat, 1 carb, no added sugars, and 0 protein. So it's a high caloric food, but I only had a teaspoon, and it was really, really good with the coconut of the chicken strips. It was really good. Okay, so I ended up with about 1,600 calories today. My protein is 162, my net carbs are 35, and my fat is a 77. I'm in a caloric deficit of about 500 calories. I will burn a couple more tonight because it's fairly early, but that's okay. I've probably been eating at maintenance, maybe even above over the past, weekish that I've had some things going on in my family. So I'm okay with a little higher deficit. Maybe I'll see you tomorrow.